Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in Learn Henna with Atija, you're gonna see basic henna elements. The first element that I'm gonna teach are dots. This is one of the most basic element out there. Remember, point, pressure and lift. Place a tiny point, apply pressure to increase its size and then lift. Do not have any tails. Make your dots neat. The next element is line. Always remember to drape your lines. Meaning, do not touch the surface of the medium that you're working on, or else it will pick up all the jitters and shivers from your hands. Your line has to be neat, so drape it as shown in the video. I'm just gonna draw another line to make it look neat and apply even pressure and speed. Wherever you draw 2-3 lines, I always draw 4 lines and I would fill the middle, second and third line so that it would give you much better definition. I'll show you. Now I'm drawing the third line and I'm draping it. I am not touching the surface. So the lines come out very neat. Let's do a final line and then we'll color in the middle. We'll fill the middle lines. Don't worry if you break like this, you can always fix it. You can go back and fix it like this. Now fill in the second and third line. This will give you much definition. So this is your 4-line border. 4 lines and fill in the second and third line together. See, it's neat now. The next element that you're going to see are humps. Humps are literally U-shaped tiny elements. So just draw U shapes close to one another and make sure that you draw them in even size. So just look at the hump, preceding hump and then maintain the same size. So do your designs slowly. Neatness is most important in your beginning days. Speed will follow. So as you go, you will figure out your own style. Some people do the humps long and slender. Some people do it tiny. Some people do it stumpy. So it's your own wish, and at a point you will feel that this is my style and this is more comfortable with me. You will have a natural muscle memory. So just go ahead with it. I'll draw another line just for the definition. So as you draw more lines and more humps, it will be defined. But don't go beyond 4 lines and a line of hump, or 3 lines and 2 lines of hump. Don't overdo it. And I would suggest to have this set of separation fixed throughout the design. So that will give you a more put together look rather than changing the borders as and when required. You can do that as well, but I generally prefer the separation borders that will be of a fixed style. Humps are a great way to practice muscle memory. So as and when you do humps, you will be comfortable with the cone. The main idea is to be comfortable with the tool. I would even suggest you to go ahead, write, draw and do anything and everything with the cone. Just treat it like a pencil. I'm going to draw another line, another set of humps just to practice this time. Again, I'm draping the lines. I'm doing all of this in real time so that you understand that, even an artist who's a little bit of, has a little bit of experience, they still go ahead with slow pace. And just to give you an idea, a whole bridal will take 3 to 5 hours, even though you're working in pairs. Like 2 artists, even though they are working together for a full bridal, like front and back of hands till elbow and your legs, somewhere at ankle length design, that will definitely take 4 5 hours. So there is nothing where you have to worry about speed here. So these hums are little bit slender than the previous hums that we did. If you can see, you can make them even more slender. You can do however you like them. Yes, I am just gonna do a few dots over them. So this is how you work your layer up. Your basic elements are like your alphabets. You throw them together and layer them up and create something new. And here as well, I am placing the dots in even distance, in even size. Place a tiny dot, apply pressure, and then lift. My dots don't have tails. They look neat. Yeah, we're done. All of this can serve like a border, so you can mix and match however you like. We'll see that in the next episodes. It's also important to draw your lines from left to right, because you can never change the position of the bride to be more precise. So you have to work your designs in all the possible directions. We will have a natural flow. For me, for most of the people, right to left, the writing direction that works, but you should choose left to right as well. And now I'm doing swirls. So swirl is another basic element that you do in henna. Normally at the starting of flowers, or just to align your border, or just as a filler, just to fill an empty space, a small empty space, you would use this kind of design. This swirl you should practice in different sizes just to get the hang of it. And you can even go 2 to 3 rounds inwards according to your liking. Just like how you develop your writing style, your handwriting, you will eventually have a style in henna as well. And I'm again gonna layer some hums over this. So this is what I mean by layering elements. I do this mainly because drawing hums on a straight line is pretty easy, but drawing hums on curved or a different shape, that might be difficult in the beginning days. And this element which I'm drawing now is a gulf element. I'll teach you the elements in future. Just flick the dot that you made, elongated dot, and flick it, elongate a dot and flick it. Yes, that's it for now. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you.